Yo, is a heat press the best way to print t-shirts? Let's talk about it. What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today we're gonna be talking about is transfers and a heat press the best way to print t-shirts? Now the easy answer is it's all personal preference, but I do want to speak about why I use transfers and talk about some other print methods out there that might be better for you. Now, just because you watch my channel and you see me using transfers, it doesn't mean that's the best print method on the market. This is just what works for myself. You're gonna run into a lot of people that say, I don't like the feel of a transfer, I don't like the quality of a transfer, I don't like the print technology of a transfer, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing to argue about. Everybody has a different personal preference. There's no right or wrong answer. It just comes down to what you feel comfortable offering your customers. Now for myself, a lot of you guys know this, but I started out screen printing. What a lot of you guys don't know, and maybe some of you do, is I also used to do DTG. Outside of DTG, I've done screen printed transfers. I printed my own screen printed transfers before, and I've also printed my own DTF transfers. There's a lot of different options out there. It's all about finding what works best for myself and what I want to offer my customers. Now for me, I love using screen printed transfers. Whether I'm buying them from Supacolor, if I'm buying from Transfer Express, FM 613, whatever other transfer companies out there, screen printed transfers to me are top tier. It's what I like to use. I like the quality, I like the durability, I like the feel. Does that mean DTF transfers are bad? No, DTF transfers perfectly fine also. For myself, personal preference, I like using screen printed transfers. You'll see a lot of different wash test videos on my channel. That's because I test out every transfer I use to see if it'll hold up to my liking. Some people are fine with 10 plus washes. Some people are fine with 50 plus washes. Wherever you land on that scale, it's up to you and what you want to offer to your customers. Every single transfer I test out, I like to test out washing it in a machine, drying it in a machine, hot, cold. I put it through its paces to make sure it holds up to my testing and my standard before I give it to a customer. For me, using a heat press is all about convenience, and using transfers is all about controlling my own inventory. Now, if you're the people that don't like the feel of a transfer and you prefer screen printing or you prefer DTG, whatever it is, there's good and bad with both. Screen printing, that's a tried and true way of printing a t-shirt. Traditional screen printing is the standard for a reason. They've been around the longest, quality's there, the durability's there. It's a proven fact. That right there is the standard of printing a t-shirt. But you also have screen printers who are horrible at what they do. They don't know how to cure their ink correctly, so the ink starts to crack and chip. You've all seen screen printed t-shirts do this before. I don't like that. I'm not saying that's reflecting on the screen print method. That's on the screen printer, the person printing the shirt, not curing their stuff correctly, not prepping the shirt correctly, not printing correctly. That's what causes that kind of stuff. For me, I don't like that. That's why I prefer something like a Supacolor transfer that's gonna hold up over time. You've seen me stretch Supacolor a million times. Never cracks, never peels, because I know how to lay down the Supacolor transfer correctly in order for it to live forever on that t-shirt. When I do the same to a screen printed t-shirt, it doesn't hold up as well. But is everybody stretching and pulling t-shirts before you buy them? No, that's just something us t-shirt people do to show that it's gonna withstand whatever you throw at it. But also screen printing, if you're not screen printing yourself, or if you are, it's always better to screen print in bulk. You're always gonna be pre-printing t-shirts to sell. For myself, I don't like doing that. I mean, I have the retail store, so I pre-press a lot of stuff to sell in the retail store to have inventory. But at the same exact time, if I'm operating from home, I'm not pre-pressing anything. As orders come in, that's when I'm actually pressing the t-shirt. You do not have that luxury when you're screen printing, because the screen print setup and cleanup is the same, whether you do one t-shirt, 1,000 t-shirts, however many shirts. You still have to set up the screens. If it's a new design, you still have to burn the screens and do that. You still have to flood it with ink. You still have to print the t-shirt, cure the ink, reclaim the old ink, wash out the screens. There's a process that I don't have time for. Now, if you didn't screen print on your own and you went out to a shop, every screen print shop has a minimum. That's you meeting the minimum of 36 t-shirts or whatever it is, and you figuring out what sizes you want to do. Now you have all of those t-shirts pre-printed with that design in those sizes that you have to sell now. And if you don't sell them, they take up valuable real estate in your workspace, and you have these t-shirts just sitting. When you operate with a heat press and transfers and you don't pre-print everything, you just have blank t-shirts and you have transfers stacked up. As orders come in, you pull the size and color of t-shirt you need, the transfer you need, press it, ship it out, go straight to the customer. There is no dead stock in your inventory because you're only stocking the blank t-shirts, waiting for the designs to sell. As they sell is when you fulfill the order. You're operating as your own print-on-demand service. So controlling my inventory is why I like to operate with the heat press and transfers. The quality of the transfers I use are far more superior than screen printing and DTG. I've tested it out myself. Like I said, I've screen printed, I've went through different screen print shops, I've DTG'd myself, I went to DTG shops. And the issue is always the quality of the print. That's all it is. The feel, way different. The print technology, obviously way different, but it comes down to the quality for myself. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with any of the methods you choose. If you wanted to go DTG, there is a very high premium because that print technology takes a long time to print one t-shirt. You gotta remember, this is a regular printer laying down ink. And if you're printing on a dark garment, well, first you gotta pre-treat the shirt. After you pre-treat the shirt, then that dark garment's gonna get a white base coat so they can lay the color on over the top. But you have to remember, it's going back and forth, printing one line at a time, boom, 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 to create that design. So it takes a very long time to print one t-shirt. So if you're trying to do, let's say 24 t-shirts, you're gonna be there for a while printing those 24 t-shirts. On top of that, machines cost a lot and the maintenance is horrible on those machines. Not horrible, it just, you gotta baby the machine. And some people might be up for that. Some people might be like, yeah, that's cool. I don't mind the maintenance. I don't mind the price tag, and that's cool. But if you're doing it for production, it takes a little while. Unless you have multiple DTG machines, then you'll be banging out a bunch of stuff. But that's the process, right? Pre-treat the shirt, print the shirt, cure the ink on the shirt. It's laying ink directly on the shirt. To me, the prints feel good. The prints are always crispy clean. I like the way that DTG prints look. I like the way they feel on the shirt. I just don't like the price tag of the machine, and I also don't like the maintenance of the machine. Now, if I just did DTG with no white ink and I just printed on white t-shirts, easy call. That white ink, it's a bitch. That's what's clogging up your heads all the time. Line, I'm dying. That's my experience with it. Who knows, these printers might be different nowadays, but for myself, my print head clogs, always caused by the white inks. Now there's other stuff like HTV, there's other stuff like sublimation. These options right here are cool for the home printers, really cool. Sublimation, you're really just sublimating on polyester t-shirts. I don't sell a lot of white polyester t-shirts, so I really don't have the audience for it. So that's not my preferred method, and HTV just takes a long time. If you're doing 1 or 2 t-shirts, cool. But if you're doing it for retail sales and you're actually, trying to make a lot, or you have a lot of orders coming in, sitting there cutting and weeding vinyl, gets pretty time consuming. So for myself, I use transfers and a heat press because it just makes my life that much easier. Does that mean you have to do that? Or does that mean that's the superior way of printing a t-shirt? Not at all. That's just what works for me. I like controlling my inventory. I like the quality of a print. I like the quality of these transfers out nowadays. I like the flexibility of doing multicolor designs, utilizing things like Supacolor. A few years ago, this wasn't the case, man. We just say like 8 years ago, you were paying per color, per screen on a screen printed transfer. Back then it wasn't fun. So I was limited to doing single color, double color, if that double color. Now I have the flexibility of doing multicolor designs because the print technology has evolved, and it only benefits us as garment decorators. Everything that you see online, whether it's the good or the bad, all of these things are just options for ourselves. These things are at our fingertips. We have the luxury to pick what print method we want to use. It's up to you, the business owner, brand owner, to find out what works best for yourself. Does it make sense to pick up screen printing? Do you have the space to screen print? Do you have the mental bandwidth to learn how to screen print properly? If you don't, find a screen printer local to you. Jump on Yelp, look up screen printing. There's tons of shops everywhere. Find out what the minimums are, start doing your research. See what the print quality is like, what their turnaround times are, where the price breaks are. That's all up to you, the business owner, to figure that part out. Same exact goes with DTG. Do you want to buy a DTG printer, or do you want to find a shop that offers DTG and go that route? Same exact thing. Look what the print quality looks like. What's the minimums? How much does it cost? What's the turnaround time? All of these things matter to you, the business owner. It doesn't matter to the customer. It matters to you, the business owner, how you want to run your business. A lot of times we're easily influenced on what we see online. We see somebody doing something online that we want to do, and we're like, hey, you know what? He's doing it that way. I want to start doing it that way. Sometimes it doesn't pan out. Sometimes it doesn't work out because you're like, all right, I seen this guy do this, or I seen this guy use these transfers. You get the transfers in, you can't lay them down. You can lay them down, but you don't like the feel. You don't like the price. You don't like the size offerings, whatever it is. So don't be easily influenced by what you see online. You have to do the research for yourself to find out what works best for you. When I say what works best for you, I'm talking about you and your business. I'm sharing what works for me and my business. I just shared why I choose to do the things that I do, because those things work for me. And if you wanted to run your business like me, you can see what I do. I'm not withholding any information. You can see the heat presses I use, the transfers I use, the blank t-shirts I use. You can see the way I sell my t-shirts and market my t-shirts all on my channel, because I'm just sharing what works for myself. It doesn't mean you have to do everything I do. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything about this stuff. These are just the things that work for me, so I'm just sharing that information. I know a ton of people that tell me personally that they don't like the feel of a transfer, or they couldn't lay these transfers down, or they don't like heat pressing. And it's not a shot at me. It's not disrespectful towards me. That's fine, because I have no business within your business. Whatever you choose to do for your business, I have no opinion there, because I don't run your business. I run my own business. So I stay in my own lane, worry about my own business, and do what works best for me. What you do, I could care less. Whether you like something, you don't like something, whatever it is, that opinion doesn't bother me whatsoever. That's why it's always funny to me when people leave comments like, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you should do it this way, or what do you think about this? Hey, I don't care about none of that, because for myself, I'm only doing what works best for me. There's no outside influence when it comes to my own business, and you should feel the same exact way. You shouldn't let anybody in real life or on the internet dictate how you run your business, because those people aren't invested in your business. So if you like transfers, you don't like transfers. You like heat pressing, you don't like heat pressing. Whatever it is, there's no right or wrong answer. You do what you want to do. And if you feel differently, let me know in the comments. But for myself, I share this information because it's beneficial for somebody at home looking to get into this business and they wanted to see some different options. These are the options. This channel has never changed. After all the years I've been on YouTube, it's always been the same. I was one of the first people to jump on YouTube, talk about heat pressing and transfers for a clothing brand. And I'm talking custom transfers, sending your own designs to get transfers made, not stock transfers, none of that stuff. For myself, I've always stayed true to what works for myself, and that's what I've always shown on YouTube. It's never switched up. You never see me come out and be like, hey, buy this DTG printer, or hey, you should buy this DTF printer, or hey, I'm screen printing, I'm doing this now. No, everything's always been the same. Whatever works for my business is what I put on YouTube, and it's only because I can only share with you guys what I do. This is how I'm making money. This is what I'm sharing with you guys, all right? So remember, don't get caught up in the arguments on what's better, this is better, this is better, this doesn't work, this is the best way to do things. Don't get caught up in that. There's no right or wrong answer here. People are always just searching for validation for their own decisions, but if you didn't care about other people's opinions, you wouldn't even partake in those conversations. That's why I stay out of them, because I don't give a shit about it, you know what I mean? If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Let me know what print method you use in the comments. You can always follow me on Instagram. You can see what I do, how I live in this shop, how I press things, how I sell things. All of that stuff is on Instagram, Big Brando TV. You can always ask questions there in the comments too. All right, catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.